What's going on, everyone? This week, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and footy. What's going on, everyone? We're here with episode 129 of the Storm on the Beach podcast, talking about all things great and garbage this week. What's going on, fellas?
Oh, yeah, not much.
Excellent. Keelan, what's going on?
Yeah, not much. Thank you, Isaac. Since it's been such a short time between recording, nothing has changed.
True. Yes. Well said. Now, I'm not sure if that was you putting on a voice or if it was definitely Matt in the room with us this evening. In the virtual room, of course.
Oh, it's definitely Matt.
Welcoming to the show a very, very special guest, friend of the show, Big Z, Zach. Welcome to Storm on the Beach.
Oh, boys, thank you so much for having me on for more than a 20-second phone call gag. It is truly an honour. Years and years of
That's all
Patreon.
we have time for today.
No! Thousands of dollars down the drain.
You too can be in Zach's position for the cheap price of $150 US dollars per month every month for 12 months, and then we'll consider it.
Oh, boys, it took a lot more than $150 a month just for them to consider this. Don't believe them.
No. Consider an action the item a different gravy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it is good gravy.
Even start thinking about it.
But yeah, so look, honestly, the Sky On segment's a bit tough this week. There's far too much to cover.
A bit happened.
Yeah, but just to stitch you up with it, what is going on with you?
Look, sweating it out. I can't believe it's already February. Dropped the ball by us. Happy New Year, fellas, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah. But this time of year is very warm, and I'm pretty much officially over it. I'll get to that later.
I'm happy to double down on that.
Yeah, I'll triple down.
See, if it was up to us.
It's been what's been going on with you, Kill?
Well, where to start? I don't know. Running and such. Working and stuff. Basketball's back, so that's nice.
Very good.
Worked out with Sean last week, and my legs haven't been the same.
Neither is your back, by the way, as I hear it.
But yeah, that's about it. You know, not really anything interesting going on.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Zach, what's going on?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks to Matt for being a casual member of the podcast to allow other more deserving fans to take its place. So thanks for that, Matt. Really appreciate it.
Many time listener, second time caller, Zach. Jumping on the broadcast.
Long time roast E.
Oh, the tables have now turned on Matt. It is well overdue. But thanks for having me, fellas. Appreciate it. Yeah, in 2 and a bit weeks I get married, so that's pretty up there.
Fucking who asked, dude?
Fucking Christ. Guys, don't pay the $150, I swear, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, well, tough.
It is, because you get roasted in live.
In live.
It's better in 720p resolution rather than waiting a week and then it's like, I've been waiting for it all week.
You know it's coming.
It's
like
coming.
a train down the tracks.
I don't know when, but I know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Running with Keelan. Basketball's back on. Apart from that, nothing too crazy as of yet.
So Zach, tell me, you're also in this pay to run club?
Yes.
I see. Now, how does one fall into the indoctrination of this pay-to-run culture that we have going on?
A lot of self-hatred for oneself. I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
Come on, you can reframe that as a desire to better oneself, but that's fine. Like, don't worry about it.
Oh, no. We are well beyond that point.
Now, I will admit, hand up, I don't like a lot of things about myself, but I haven't got to the point of paying to run yet. So maybe I don't hate myself. Maybe that's just the little change of mind, the framing that I needed to get up a bit earlier tomorrow and do something to better myself. Acknowledging that I don't hate myself nearly as much as people who pay to run.
I wish you still had your plate of cake.
Oh, I do. It's right behind our picture of our good friend Matthew.
Who
Matthew here, who's in our thoughts always.
Matthew,
who's in our thoughts always, which is what's written on the picture there.
Yeah, no, Isaac had enough cake for all of us already this evening.
It's delicious.
Yeah, tune into the YouTube version of the pod to watch Isaac hoof into some lemon cake.
Yeah. Episode 129, the mukbang episode. eating cake.
We need better mics if we're going to do a mukbang full-on ASMR nom-noms.
No, I'd rather end myself than participate in that.
I'll pay good money. I'll pay more than what I'm paying right now.
I can't stand the ASMR shit. It's like, stop fucking making noise. Stop making unnecessary noise. There's no reason why you should be scratching the fucking microphone.
Yeah, look, all right, I get it. But how do you expect me to make any money?
I hear feet pics is pretty good.
Yeah. Keon's feet aren't pretty enough.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's all that running.
Mate, slap some whipped cream on those dogs and woof.
Yuck.
There's the money makers right there.
Well,
toes are too fucking
demonetized on YouTube now. Thanks.
And we're off the air.
Dude, every time I go to move my chair and I'm like zooming in and out, like, fucking...
Yeah. We're absolutely going to be age restricted on YouTube now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, that means I can call the episode like the fetish episode then or something.
Yeah,
because we had both ASMR and feet in the opening 15 minutes.
Maybe like feeding in feet.
Hey Isaac, how much for you to slap that cake in between your toes?
You know how some people upload regular videos to like Pornhub as a funny joke?
Sure.
And then they're like, oh, hey guys, check out this like music cover I did, but then it's like a Pornhub link, but it legitimately is like them playing Wonderwall or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon we upload this week's episode of Storm at the Beach?
Find us on YouTube, Rumble, and Pornhub.com.
Find us in the fetish section.
Yeah, and we'll just in the link tree, we'll just have a Pornhub link, and then we'll be able to track how many people actually click it. Who's morbidly curious what's going on here?
Absolutely, and that ties in well actually because we've got our fetish expert Big Z on the show. His top 5 fetishes.
Big
Z, over to you.
Can we go from 5 up, please, Zach? It just builds the suspense a bit better.
Ooh.
And I'm all about the delaying the gratification.
Okay. Well, number 1's watching Isaac eat.
Awfully specific, that one.
Oh, specifically oysters. The man's got a tongue and a half on him.
I think the best bit about that was it was quite easily the most expensive restaurant I've ever been in my life, and made a complete mockery of the meal.
Gordon Ramsay hates him.
Yeah, it was very interesting, tasty food. But
I hear the
if we were
restaurants are cheap on Hamilton Island at the moment, actually.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just catch the food in between your seats as you're sitting down. So
Freshly caught.
just
give
then.
give you a little net.
Now, Big Z, if we were to search on your Pornhub account, what do you think would be the top 5 categories that you would normally go through?
Don't feel uncomfortable. We asked this to all our guests.
Yeah.
Sure, out of 128 previous episodes, this is the first time me hearing it. So yeah, completely. Yeah,
because you're the first proper guest, to be fair. So we've asked you, and that is now 100% record.
Shit.
Now, if it makes it easier, I'll do top 5 all time for you, and or top 3 currently this month.
Next.
Pass. All right. We ask all our guests this as well, Zach. Smash or pass? AFL edition. The Wizard Watson.
Smash.
Thank you. Jaeger O'Meara.
Smash.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Ben King.
Oh, big smash.
Big smash.
He is big, dude. I'm fresh out. All the blood's not in my head anymore.
Oi.
Too busy thinking about Ben King's vascular calves.
Oh.
The paper cut away from a catastrophe, that bloke.
His calves that vascular. Imagine his
what his arms look like.
Yeah. I don't know. AFL's shirts don't really leave much to the imagination, to be fair.
No, they don't. All right. In usual, this would normally be a question for Matt, but Zach, yes and?
I saw it in the outline and I still waited for it. Fuck.
But moving on. Segment,
Is this technically the Valentine's Day special?
Oh, I guess it would be.
Oh.
A little smooch.
A
Know
kiss
your
to
worth,
all our
kings.
listeners.
Mm-hmm. This is a reminder: go out and get something for your significant other and or your Valentine.
I will upload this in the office tomorrow, so that gives people, a good handful of days' notice.
Absolutely.
Do you guys want to see what I got? Well, you can't see what I got because I ordered it directly to Emma's house, but I got her a card. I got to write it. Oh, you can't read it; it's backwards. I'll read it for you like a preschool teacher would. I'll point to the word and say it.
No, show it to us on the video on a mainly audio medium. That would be great. I can't see it properly because of the.
See what I'm doing here is I'm still going to be reading it, but I'm adding for the people that are paying attention on YouTube.
Okay. Yep.
I'm adding additional benefit for YouTube views. Yeah.
Sure.
So that means people can watch it twice, listen to it, and then watch it. They get a little bit extra out of it.
Have I got news for you?
It says, fuck you. I love you, even though your farts could strip paint off the walls.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I got a card from a online store.
Oh, same.
It says, I think you're Shrexy.
Nice.
Shrek in a seductive coy pose.
Oh.
On the front.
Oh. Is that from that hand-drawn website?
No. I mean, hand drawn by
AI.
small, nimble Vietnamese fingers. Sure.
Oh, well, mine was actually designed and printed in Melbourne. Handmade in Australia.
$50, quite cheap.
A bargoon, some would
These
say.
guys are funny, though. They put nutritional information on the back of their cards. They're called Greetings from Hell if anyone ever wants any inspiration. Negative energy, 3,567 grams. In case you're wondering.
It's a lot of
It's a bit of a change up from the dump and burn diet.
Good one, Zach. Well done.
That's a good callback to a previous episode.
All right, are we ready for Butcher of the Week?
I didn't hear Zach what he got Lauren for Valentine's Day.
Haven't got anything yet, but I will get a bunch of flowers,
Oh,
and
hell yeah, dude.
I'll pick up a nice
That'll
little
be
card
wicked.
as well.
A little,
Whoa.
I choose you card.
Oh, a Pokemon themed one.
Probably not Pokemon now.
You're the rarest I've ever pulled.
How many fucking cards do you have? How many Valentines you got this year, pal?
Spoiler
He's
alert.
like
We're
Jay from the
together
In-Betweeners.
I've got a pile. They were you kind of like buy two get one free, so I kind of went nuts.
Yeah, you
And
could
then
afford not
you
to
just like
add $100 for two cards.
Yeah, well, you just like
Leave
write
money
a
on
couple
the
of
table.
heartfelt messages and send them in the post, don't you? I
Still
actually
gets charged for
got Zach's wedding
postage.
card here too, actually. But I won't show you that because it's very cute.
Quite ambitious.
In the
of
way
me
that
to
it's
think.
not cute at all. It's hilarious. It actually says, "You're getting married, but your farts could strip paint off walls." It doesn't say that at all. Don't worry.
I was about to say, this is just a repeat. I've seen this one before.
Yeah,
It's a classic.
Nice one. Now, have you sent the card, or is it still there on the desk?
No, I need to send it.
Because it's quite ambitious of you to think that Australia Post will get a card to down to
No, they're
Sydney
pretty good actually.
by Friday.
Yeah, I've got got priority labels, mate.
Oh, wowee. How about that?
Oh, also printed custom stamps. That's a thing you can do. I've used them before. Can you tell?
Far out, you're cool.
No, I'm not cool. I'm cute as fuck.
He's good enough.
Oh, look, I thought that's pretty above and beyond attitude, but anyway, we can move on then.
All right.
This podcast is too blokey for me. I need to start a new podcast called Storm in the Bouquet or something.
Tulips, am I right?
I do like tulips, though.
All right, this week's unofficially sponsored Insert Butcher here, Butcher of the Week, presented by your local butcher. Big nomination for us, not including Zach. Us.
Yeah, boo.
Partners of Storm of the Week. Butcher of the Month for us for January, just for not podcasting. I think that's pretty fair.
Nah, we were waiting on Matt the whole
Yeah,
month.
true.
So
okay,
we could.
Butcher of the Month for Matt.
Yep.
Cool.
That makes sense to me.
Start. I have a nomination. Butcher of the Week Summer. There's no, important cricket being played here anymore. Can we just have a vote to say summer's now over so it can start cooling down? Because that's how it works, right? You just declare summer over and then it starts cooling down.
Yeah, the summer of cricket is done. Happy to move on. I can see nothing else to do.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Any other butchers, boys?
Can I nominate Storm in the Beach twice?
Prefer if you didn't. For my own self-esteem.
You can nominate whatever you'd like.
Nah, I ain't got nothing, boys.
What's this one that you've already put in there, then?
Oh, that's just a laugh.
All right. Well, that's... Not sure if you've listened to the podcast before, Zach.
I have. It's mainly background noise, not going to lie.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I've ever sat there and intently listened to a podcast before while not doing anything else.
I'll still listen. Don't worry. Butcher of the Week, pretty early on. The referees forgetting to follow the script to allow Kansas City to win the Super Bowl dropped the ball big time.
Good point.
But also, Kansas City sucks to suck.
Also true.
There is a God. Well, not really. It's the lesser of two evils. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hand
But,
egg suck.
Yeah.
Even as a Giants fan, I'd rather see the Eagles win at the moment than the shitty Chiefs or whatever. So
100%.
Yeah, so we'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no
Any
bushes. Sorry,
nominations?
fellas. No,
Okay.
I was just looking. It's been really positive in my sporting world recently, except for the FA Cup. We don't talk about the FA Cup.
Why is that? What happened? I thought Liverpool beat Tottenham pretty handily in the FA Cup. What happened after
That
that?
was the EFL Cup.
Oh, right.
That was the other
different
one. That was the energy drink cup.
cup. Right.
No, Liverpool. Arne Slot made a very sensible decision to rest some of the boys, and they lost to the team sitting at the bottom of the championship at the moment in the FA Cup. But it's a sensible choice because they have 2 games a week from now until the end of time.
I thought Liverpool already won the league. I thought they won the league in November or something like that.
No one said that. No one has ever said that.
I mean, if we pull up the tapes, I definitely said it in December.
Okay, you may have. Sorry, no one ever seriously said that. Those are different kettles of fish.
I think I might have been the first person to congratulate Liverpool for winning the league.
I think you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. So obviously, still winning the league. Still did pretty good in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Topped the group stage or whatever the fuck it's called, the group table or the
League phase.
league phase. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then got into the EFL Cup final, and then went, you know what? 5th round of the FA Cup, not quite for us. So, but no, winning, getting into the EFL Cup final brought forward, I think, the Villa game to a midweek game. I think maybe even next week. So Arna was like, more important to probably win the league, which I'm all
enough.
for. Yeah,
Fair enough.
I'd rather we could lose the EFL Cup and win the Champions League and the Premier League, and I'd be very, very happy. So win one of them, fuck, I'll be happy, dude.
Probably a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Well, you've got one. Winning
The Premier League, because you've
yes.
already... Yes, sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
I thought you were talking shit about Newcastle there for a second for the EFL Cup. It's like, no, they might actually go real hard because it might be realistically the only trophy they can win this year.
Mm.
So that should be an interesting game. A lot more interesting, hopefully, than a previous Chelsea-Liverpool EFL Cup final.
Wasn't that a hoot and a laugh?
Oh, that was fun, though.
It was.
We'll always have Kepa missing his penalty.
True.
God bless. And then also him setting up to one side of the goal against Van Dijk, and then Van Dijk nailing it on the small side. It's sorry,
big aura energy.
Isaac looks confused.
Yeah, we usually do football in it at the end when everyone's asleep.
I thought the listeners might appreciate more football at the start. Matt's not here, so there was no need to worry about
Got wild.
people falling asleep during the football.
Got wild. True. Good point. Speaking of football in it, I've been watching Ted Lasso.
Oh,
Wee.
Very, very slowly.
I've got a button for that. Hold on.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Very slowly. What was the episode I just watched? Coach Beard's Night Out.
Yeah.
That's a fucking weird one.
Yeah, but in a funny way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like them being like, oh, we could do a Bush episode, but we've got to keep it normal. So
Yeah.
it's like a quarter of the way to being a Mighty Bush episode. No,
Yeah,
maybe
it's like we won't have any
15%.
magical beings, but
Yeah.
you can do the rest.
We'll make everyone feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, and confused, but
Yeah.
no magic.
And there'll be some nice pants.
Yes.
The crowd will figure it out, surely.
Well, now that you've got Apple TV, you would have noticed that Mr. Bush himself has a TV show on there
Does he?
called The Adventures
Adventures
of Dick Turpin
right.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I open Apple TV app through my Foxtel box, and I hit the down arrow once, and that takes me to continue watching Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
That's
good form.
the extent of it. Shout out Ben Teckers for the Apple Plus membership or whatever. Jumped on his family plan, so.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a man.
I got to give him a kiss next time I see him.
Sure. Okay. I'm not going to.
Sorry, not related. Just thought I'd.
Da-da-dung-dung-dung.
But yeah, no, you got a lot of good TV to get through then. I haven't tried the Adventures of Dick Turpin one, but Mythic Quest is also quite good. It's got one of the co-owners of Wrexham as the lead.
It must have been a new season or something like that coming out.
Yeah.
I have seen that across the headers of Apple TV.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's just video game development TV, and it's funny. Charlie Day is one of the writers as well. So I think it's the Always Sunny people, because obviously the Wrexham guys from Always Sunny. So I think it's the Always Sunny dudes just making more TV.
Very good. Very good. All right, any movements on the shit list, boys? Brand new shit list.
Oh, yeah, shit list 2025.
Yeah.
Shit, son.
I don't think I have anything that bad, except for maybe
don't force
Manchester City.
Yeah, don't force it. We called that last year anyway.
Yeah. I'll let it go.
If it's not going to happen, there's no point sitting there for half an hour. Unless
It depends what you're about to do.
Yeah. If you're about to not do another half an hour of work, fine.
Yeah, because constipation is a medical thing, so
Yeah.
they can't.
If you're about to pay to run,
constipated.
probably sit there a while longer just in case.
Yeah, just squeeze it out. I did have a butcher. Actually, it's kind of a long-term thing.
Keelan.
Yeah, no, all right. Well, this is just a fun fact I'm never going to bring up later. Insane stat for Philadelphia Sixers. Since joining, Paul George has uploaded more podcast clips to YouTube than field goals made. 228 clips on YouTube, 191 field goals made.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
That is...
Yeah, dude.
That is something.
Wait, how many podcasts did you say he's uploaded?
228 clips. So podcast clips. It's not necessarily full episodes, but podcast clips than field goals made. As a professional basketballer, his time's obviously spent in the wrong place, I guess. But
Clearly. And to think Brandon Miller of the Charlotte Hornets called Paul George his GOAT of the NBA.
Poor Miller don't know shit.
that's a horrible take.
I mean, sure, maybe when he played for Indiana, but
Yeah, exactly. He might be the GOAT podcaster / NBA player. Although I feel like Draymond probably does a lot of numbies from haters.
Just quietly, is my video paused?
yes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, as long as my audio is clear, that's fine then. All right, sweet. Yo, low-key,
Thor.
don't know why it broke,
Much
but
better.
anyway.
Local IT man struggles with IT-related issue.
I feel called out.
I've paid all this money. I feel like I should be able to sneak a few jabs in here every now and then.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
True.
Yeah. 150 US ain't cheap, you know?
Oh, goodness.
Very true.
Imagine paying that much. It's kind of
Yeah.
cringe.
Can't even claim it back on tax.
Nope. No, you can't.
Nah.
Yeah, you wish, jellyfish.
I'm just slowly eating my worth
accidentally
in hot dogs.
streamed my
What the
screen
hell are you
instead of my
doing?
webcam.
Is that porn? What are you streaming over there?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, I fixed it though, to be fair. Here we are. All you saw was my one of the photos I took in Scotland.
Yeah, you saw Zacky's purple links on Pornhub.
and then a bunch of the new Microsoft sticky notes, which backs up to the cloud and is actually quite a helpful application these days.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one.
Oh, I've zoomed in. There we go. All right, I'm going to leave the video tracking off this time. So sorry, YouTube viewers.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah. Anyway,
all right,
here we go.
What do you reckon, boys? Into the meat and potatoes.
I don't have a button for that.
Potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. And that is Samwise Gamgee if he was from Liverpool.
That movie, Lord of the Rings would be so bad if Sam was a Scouser. It would be horrendous.
Okay, right. Hear me out though. Everyone's Scouse.
Yeah. The whole... Okay, hold on. I've got this. Are you ready? And ask Mr. Frodo, there's some good in the world.
and what's it worth?
Mr. Frodo, I don't know what you mean. I deal in the absolutes.
I don't do if, buts, and maybes.
Gollum, why are you laughing? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. He got rid of the Lambeth bread.
Mr. Frodo, I ain't been dropping no eaves. Oh. All right. No, I'm done.
All done.
Of course you are. I'm coming with you. All right. I'm done now. That's it.
Do you reckon Sam or always carried the Shire salt with him in case he ran into any chicken goujons?
Always.
Chicken en dan gaan ook.
You can have some of my cook, Mr. Frodo. There's a few drops left.
All right, at risk of
thing down himself.
At risk of just doing the entire extended trilogy in a Scouse accent, I'll press the button. If that's right.
Thank you.
Oh, what a sound! What a sound! So
Footy's back.
The next 3 episodes, including this one, we'll do our season previews. 6 teams per week. How we think they'll fare. Any key items we think should be discussed. And then, what does that take us up to? Season starts on the Thursday, 6th of March. So that week we will, I don't know, maybe we'll look at some futures bets to lock in and obviously do our opening round preview for the 4 matches that are happening. So this week we are going to be previewing Brisbane, Carlton, Fremantle, Geelong, Gold Coast and Port Adelaide. Starting with Brisbane boys, they are currently paying $7.50 to win the premiership. Not bad money. Obviously coming off a flag, coming back with a pretty decent team. Big Z, this is why we've got you on the show. Main event right here. As a Lions lover, as a delver of the den, what are your thoughts going into the season on the Lions?
Look, obviously, big Joey Danaher retiring is going to leave somewhat of a hole.
A slender but tall hole. Yes.
Yes, a hole nonetheless. Look, in all honesty, it's something that I muddled over for a good couple of weeks leading up to this. Just going, where will Brisbane end up? I truthfully don't see them going back to back. It was a slog and a half. Just started the season woes, scraping through finals games to get to the big dance. Convincing dance though, right at the end.
Very convincing.
Very convincing. Look, I'll be pleasantly surprised if they do make finals again. I would think that, look, couple of decent signings in there for the Lions. Still a few injuries coming back. So obviously Big O to come back would be a very happy day. But yeah, look tough. I think I had in my notes, I had them finishing somewhere between 4th and 7th on the ladder. Being a little bit more than generous on that, but don't know.
I mostly agree because I have no idea who's going to fill the hole.
Joe Danaher-sized hole.
Yeah.
Although our current guest would slot into that hole quite well as far as shape's concerned.
I don't have the mustache nearly big enough for that hole.
Hey, you can work on it. You can grow into it.
The mustache section.
I've been trying since I was 18, mate. This is as good as it gets. I think the main thing that the Lions sort of have to get over will be not to fill that hole that's been left by Joe Danaher, but more so move on from it and develop and play with the squad that we have now. So rather than trying to play and be the team from last year, gel together a bit more this year, and just in all honesty, take their thumbs out at the start of the season rather than, taking 10 games to actually find decent form.
You got to ask yourself at the end of the day, who is Logan Morris?
That is
Medium
also a very
forward,
good question.
Big Mac.
He's not a medium forward. He's a key forward.
He's a schmedium forward.
He's a 191 centimeters, 19-year-old key forward.
One is not a key forward size.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking write the rules, mate. I'm looking at the AFL website. Look, according to the internet, he's got to step up for them to do, go back to back.
Sure.
I think that's a lot of weight on one pair of shoulders.
Especially 19-year-old's shoulders as well.
Yeah.
It's a young fella.
That's big media vibes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's down to one player, obviously, but it very much does help if you have a reliable goal kicker there. And unfortunately, Eric Hipwood ain't that.
Shiver went down my spine as you said that name. It's a name I've not heard in a very long time. I mean, look, for a 19-year-old, for them to be going, you need to be the main goal scorer, very much not the attitude that needs to be present for Brisbane Lions. Have your older fellas get around him, look after him. Just if everyone plays their roles, sticks to it, just doesn't leave it up to one or two players to determine a season or a game for them, then should see some good footy this year.
Absolutely. That being said, I don't think they're going to slide very drastically.
Nah,
they're going to slide, but not a crazy amount. Is what I've got them doing. So I've got them. I was going back and forth. I think just outside top 4. Because they're maybe 4th, because the rest of their team is still pretty stacked, and they have shown they can do it. They know what they need to do.
It's just a matter of whether or not they show up on the day or not. I mean, I'd say comfortably 6, maybe 7th if they drop a few easy games this season.
Write that down. I want to fact check this later in the year.
Very, very interesting take. They obviously become the hunted now.
Yeah.
They will get teams best every single week because you're the premier. That's what you get. That's part of it.
Yeah,
100%.
Their list is still pretty good with some good players coming back from injury as well. Obviously, Danaher's a big loss. That's I don't know what he kicked 50 goals last year, 50 plus goals. But like you said, Zach, that had a fucking slow start, which got me some great odds at 15-1 for them to win the flag middle of the season. But as a fan, you'd rather them not do that, and I'm sure they'd rather not do that as players too.
Yeah, I'd rather not be joking with Matty J at the start of the season going, hey, how's it like down there? I'm bringing a pillow and a blanket. I mean, yeah, look, it's not nice, especially last year to start off so rough and then just have to dig every single week up to just, try and read.
Definitely.
That was a funny joke. That was a very funny joke about Hawthorn's last year.
Hawthorn did have a great year last year. Was very surprised by him.
After round 8.
It just all clicked.
Yeah.
Now Joe leaves, right?
Yeah.
Someone's got to kick the goals, and I know you two just shivered at the name Eric Hipwood, but he fits the bill. Right? If he plays a different role, rather than sending him down the ground and Joe sits deep and wins the one-on-ones with his tube man arms, if Hipwood can do that and have that space in the forward 50 as the deepest forward, surely he's just got to, by mathematics, get more goals by more opportunity through that. Right? That's my thinking. I'm not banking on him kicking straight by any means, but
no.
I'm going to back him for most goals from the team, which is a hot take.
It's
I had the easy choice. Sorry, of took the easy way out and just chose CC.
Yep. The goals have to come from somewhere, and Charlie's still one of the best small forwards in the comp.
Yeah, they're only tough because I don't like when they enter the 50. Are they going to have to are they going to be able to kick to contest? I saw someone saying one of their returning backline fellas is just going to get thrown up forward, and then on the AFL website he's also listed as a key forward, even though one of his stats listed is not goals. Like normally key forwards, it's like disposals, goals. Is it
Coleman?
No, it's it was Darcy Gardner.
Oh, Darcy Gardner, yeah.
Used as a forward option. I think he was used semi-recently as that kind of fix-all in the backline kind of player because he is larger and also can play against the small forward.
Absolutely.
So that would be a swing. I mean, more on swing players in 2 weeks when we talk about Hawthorn. But, there's not enough for me to back it too hard, which is why I still think they make finals and probably finish 4th. I'm going to commit to 4th.
Mm-hmm. A very sensible option.
Fair enough. Now, Cam Rayner seems to just be getting better as well. So
yeah,
he's on my list for most impactful for the team. Obviously, Lockenhill's very good. But Cam Rayner seems to be fitting that Isaac Heaney, big body midfielder, sneaks forward for a goal, a game, or two sort of player. And he's become a very, very good player after being first pick a few years back. On the Brownlow votes, Lockie Neal's been a shoe-in just about every year for the past few years, but I don't know, Will Ashcroft has a Norm Smith medal, so I feel like votes are going to be a bit more split as their midfield gets a bit more even, if that makes sense. Ashcroft, or as both Ashcrofts get game time through the middle there.
They got Jeans Ashcroft coming in, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do indeed. Now
that's Levi Ashcroft for those who weren't switched on. Sorry,
yeah. Nice one.
Yeah, thanks.
Getting an early start on the season.
Yeah.
Now, home ground advantage is an interesting one. So not as strong as it used to be because they were 8-4 last year, but it ended up being a good turnaround given they lost their first 3 home games of the season. So it ended up being 8-1. Really, scratching out the early bit. And coming off a flag, Gabatois is going to be absolutely packed to the gills. So I think it'll probably once again be one of the better home ground advantages of the comp this year.
every fortress has a few cracks and gaps in between, and that's just to be expected. But yeah, look, as you said, coming off a flag, the spectators will definitely be there in full support.
Sweat
It'll
back
just
out
That'll
early
be
season.
the glue.
Yeah.
So much glue. But yeah, I think it'll just come down to, players sticking to their play style and what works for them for the betterment of the team, rather than trying to force them to be someone else.
Yeah.
Because that to me, that's where it all starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
Definitely agree. And I feel like they have the right coach to do that as well. Chris Fagan has brought them up from the bottom essentially over a number of years and developed the young players and brought the group together. I don't think he's not been that type of coach to say, look, we're going to play a certain way and you're going to fit it. It's let's figure out how we play the best as a team.
He's been very good building that young core and just getting everyone to, play to their advantages, find a play style that suits everybody, that suits the team. It's very no-nonsense approach, which I very much enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. Any other final thoughts on the Lions?
Thanks for Sam Day, I guess, Isaac.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know how much game time he'll get, but I don't know. It'll be just another good-sized forward to potentially rotate in throughout the season and a bit of experience to fill that Danaher-sized hole.
He'll be like that kind of Boris Diaw role in the Spurs championship teams, coming in the key crucial moments, have a few big games every now and then. Happy days.
Still, I think he'll still be good for a goal a game, and I think he'll be especially useful for Logan Morris, who was already mentioned. Sam Day's not a huge guy, but I think he'll be able to pass on a bit of wisdom in playing that.
Similar build.
Similar build to Logan Morris.
Yeah, so might be good for him to learn just how to throw his weight around, which would be nice, actually.
Yeah, without being one of those. Obviously, every AFL player is an athlete, a pretty bloody good athlete, but not a ridiculous, high-flying jumper or long-levered, obscure, anatomically put-together person.
They can all be knocked down. That's the important thing.
I think he'll be a good mentor.
Definitely.
So top 4 for me, and definitely in the 8 for you too.
Yep.
I've got 4. I've settled on 4.
Settle on 4. Very good.
I just see other teams improving more. Yeah. No spoilers.
No spoilers. All right, on to Carlton. Happy
Blue
with that?
Baggers.
Blue Baggers. Where did they finish? They finished 8th last year.
Yeah.
What's their current odds? Currently $10 to win the flag, which is also fairly low. Just scraped in.
Yeah, I think they're interesting.
Very
based
interesting
on
coming into this year.
Some reasonably dodgy form from memory towards the end of last year. That obviously meant they almost missed out on finals. Which is why I don't have them dropping off at all. I've got them in the 8. Are they the
Just
team?
in the 8? Bottom half of the 8?
Just in the 8. Yeah.
Like specifically number 8 or somewhere between 5 and 8?
I'll take number 8. If I had to pick a number, I'd probably pick 8.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I've got them to. I mean, it's not much of a fall really, considering they were the same amount of points as Collingwood, who were 9th. Just got an on percentage, but I've pipped them as somewhere in the 9 to 12 range for this year. Just about the same, maybe slight decrease, with some goal kicking potential leaving, going to other clubs, and they are very, very, very shy on small forwards. They're lacking in the small forward department. So
you're forgetting they have Mackay.
yeah, he's not small.
Yeah, but he's he's always good for a behind a game or so.
Yeah, I mean, like was a straighter shooter last year.
Yeah, he did pick up.
They lose, Matt Owies to West Coast, minus 30 goals automatically from last season. I still don't trust Mackay, so I think Curno's going to be there.
A bit of a dodgy place.
Yeah, they're going to be Curno's going to be their leading goal kicker again. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't. Coming off ankle injury interrupted season last year, so he didn't get the Coleman, but was in the running for most of the year up to that point.
He's still top 5 finish for the Coleman, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good effort considering he missed a few games, but I think they're going to slide slightly. Patrick Cripps is going to keep doing his thing. Everyone already knows how much I believe Sam Walsh has carried Carlton, much to the detriment of his back throughout his career. But Cripps won a unanimous 10-8 scorecard decision with a record 45 votes in the Brownlow, and I guess he'll look to back that up again.
Yeah, I have him down for top 5 of the Brownlow just because of him.
Yep.
And big media.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate for everyone else.
Very true. Zach, any thoughts on Carlton?
I just had here, will the lids be on or off this season? Only time will tell. I mean, to just squeeze into the top 8, what was it, by 8% on the percentage? Yep. I'd have to probably go with Keelan and say they will probably squeeze into 8th, but I wouldn't be surprised if they drop down comfortably to 10th or 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I think my 8 is more so. That's where they're likely to finish, but I think they're more likely to be below 8 than above 8. I think
8's the ceiling, you reckon?
8's the number, but I think they're more likely to be below it. It's not impossible for them to be above it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they do have to find some things up forward, but they have Curnow, and Mackay is trending upwards. Yeah. And their midfield is, pretty bang on, to be fair.
Yes.
So they will be getting plenty of delivery. So that's why I still think they'll make it in. But if they don't find answers to your aforementioned small forward problems, little people problems, then they're probably more likely to drop than improve above 8.
The ball might be going in and then coming out very quick.
Yeah, unless they just get big old hands on it. And you have to you do have to keep in mind that game we saw at People's First against Carlton. Yeah. Curnow got about 1 billion free kicks for no reason.
Yes.
So that could be another swing factor for their season. Mm-hmm. Has the refereeing conglomerate, potentially the wrong word there, are they going to crack down on those Curnow free kicks, or are they going to continue again? Has he paid his bribes this preseason?
Mm-hmm.
So only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
But I didn't want to fucking spend any time on it because every...
all right, on to Freo.
Speaking of not wanting to spend much time on them.
Mm-hmm. Freo finished 10th last year. They are currently... Where's my tabs? Currently at $12 to 1 to win the flag. So also, in the top half quite easily as far as betting favourites go. Just missed out on the 8 really by half a game. would have had better percentage than the other two teams. I'm thinking maybe slight improvement from them. They've got a pretty big in with Shea Bolton coming from Richmond, who has the opportunity to be a 20+ disposal goal per game sort of player again. He's very good when he's good. I think they're in the 5 to 8 sort of range, not top 4, but definitely have a good shot at finals. And Josh Tracy coming off 45-15 last year. 45-15. Crashing through packs, kicking straight. Just about everything you want from a key forward. So he'll lead them up front again, I imagine.
I have zero good reasons as to why, except for just my general confidence in the team. But I think just outside the 8 again, even though they've got Shai Bolton. I've got him down as the impact man.
Yep.
Because he, will change things. He is dangerous. He moves. The way he moves is lovely to watch, unless he's kicking goals against your team.
Yes.
But he just makes defenders look a bit silly sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of those players that makes the game look effortless at times.
Yeah. He's my impact. Oh, autofocus at a moment there. He's going to have an impact, but I don't think he'll be their top goal scorer. Boringly enough, went Joshua as well.
Yeah. Zach, any thoughts?
Fremantle's actually one of those teams I wouldn't mind seeing if they can crack the top 8 this year. I mean, solid midfield, good defensive lineup, emerging forward line. They just need to win improve on winning the easy games this year. But more so important, bring back the fucking retro purple jersey. You know the one I'm talking about from the early 2000s. Just bring it back.
With the red and the green,
purple,
the
red, and
navigational
green.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly that one. Just bring it back.
Big anchor.
Oh, please. Just honestly, just bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
Look, even Keelan's really happy about it.
Oh, my camera again, dude. Don't worry, I've got a solution for this. All I have to do is show you my desktop and then stop showing you my desktop.
Allegedly.
What was that,
It'd
sorry?
be interesting to see how they go. They try and run the two towers formation with Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson, and so far it hasn't worked that great because one of them's always injured. But if they can get that rolling, they have a legitimate 1A, 1B ruckman, ruck forward combo, and Luke Jackson's actually fairly handy up forward.
Yeah,
as a big man, so be hard to stop.
I'm scarred by the was it Sydney or was it no? It was Melbourne. It was Melbourne that did the
Melbourne
Grundy combo. I'm scarred by that. Grawdy. Mm-hmm. That's a bit graunchy.
Yeah.
I'm a little scarred from that to back a heavy reliance on that system per se.
Mm-hmm.
Two Towers, good film though.
Yep.
I never realised how vague it was about which towers.
There's a lot of towers.
There is a lot of towers. The film is very obvious going for the two evil towers.
Yes.
The two, but yeah, the yeah, so the yeah.
Yeah.
I realised I was going to go far too in depth into Lord of the Rings lore for a second. I was like, nah, all right, we'll move
Pull
on.
yourself up.
That's really good self-control, mate.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Very, very good. All right, down to Geelong. They are
I've got a tagline for this actually.
nice. They are also 10-1 to win the flag after finishing third on the ladder last season.
Yeah.
Obviously a pretty good year, but they're just, I don't know, perennial winners. They're just always in it. I don't have them top 4, but another 5 to 8 for my prediction this season.
I've got them as damn stinking cats.
Yeah.
You'll notice that there wasn't a lot of talk about is their dynasty finally over this summer.
Yeah.
Unlike the last end of 2023, everyone's like, oh no, they're washed, mate.
Yep.
They didn't have that.
No.
Yeah, which scares me a little bit. Picking up Bailey Smith. Exciting.
Be interesting to see how
I like it.
there. Yeah.
He has the potential to be a big impact.
Yep.
And so I've picked him as their impact man. They're also X factor. He's fresh compared to Paddy. He's in vogue. And if he doesn't make an impact on the field, he will surely make an impact in the local paper.
Yep.
So there'll be impact either way.
In the Cotton On catalogues as well.
There will. The Cotton On
Sales through
catalogue
the
will make an
roof.
impact into bedside tables everywhere, I think. But it'll be an impact, but I don't think it's as much improvement as other teams
Yes.
have.
He's not as big an addition as other players to other teams. I don't
No,
think.
and he's the main addition. He's all the headlines. Obviously, they were a good team last year, but I think other teams have made a jump ahead of them. So I've seen them to drop out of the top 4 and still be top 8.
Yep. Nice one. Zach?
To quote the big Les show here, there are 3 things I hate in this world: Norton, Jets, and fucking bubbleheads. But nah, in all honesty, I do like myself a good bubblehead. The cat. On a serious note, look, the Cats scared me a lot last year. I was very much not expecting them to be finishing that high on the table, but yeah, pretty much what you boys have said. I wouldn't say a top 4, but definitely in the top 8.
Yep. Max Holmes is the next big thing down there. Best and fairest last year, and I don't know. All the pundits are looking at him again to have another big year, so we'll see. I don't know. Jeremy Cameron just keeps doing it. He's got no sign of slowing down. 58-35 last year.
I've got him for most of their goals, and my camera's frozen again.
Keelan's shocked that Jeremy Cameron is still playing. Very much scares him.
JC, big Coleman competitor. So it is what it is. He'll just keep doing his thing. I think Paddy will end up running around a lot less potentially.
Not much scares me on the Cats, but Jeremy Cameron, look, very scary.
He scares me.
He that thing scares me.
Yeah. He's the standout. If you had to pick like one player, I think to compare to every other team's player in that position, and my things, dude, technical difficulty. If you had to pick, Geelong's key forward against every other key forward in the comp, you're like, I'll take Jeremy Cameron. I'll happily accept that.
Yeah. If you've got a this or that choice, you could probably go through
Lord Sauron.
Keelan, we talked about this.
I don't know, at least 30. If there's 18 teams and say 2 key forwards on each team, you could probably go through at least 30 and he wins that matchup.
Yeah.
Whereas you'd have to think about a couple others, but not many.
Like, I feel like the rest of their positions, yes, they're not necessarily the player I pick first, but they're all very close. You'd be saying, yes, I'll take them over quite a few others, and I think they've, on average, got a very stacked out team.
Yeah.
It's just that
Still
JC is the big standout man, obviously.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they're, I haven't looked at the stats, but it's a category. We know it's a good home ground advantage.
Yeah. Is it complete this year, or they still got another 10 years on the project?
No, I think it's done now.
Oh, those poor tradies. They tried so hard.
Out of the job now.
Poor fellas.
Oh, now they're going to have to be at home every footy night, watching it from the TV instead of free grandstand tickets.
Instead of free
membership can't be
cherry
that
picker
much.
Tickets.
Why don't they get reserve membership? Surely it could be like $35.
Just bring a box of whiskers or fresh cat food or whatever, and pretty sure they'll let you in.
Nice one. All right, on to nice one. On to Gold Coast, who finished another disappointing 13th last year. $41 to win the flag. Worth a sprinkle, in my opinion. My opinion's not worth very much, to be fair, but here we are. Now, it's got to be time. It's finally time. I know I've been saying it for years. It's time. Get Bruce Buffer out. He can yell it out. It's time. Somewhere in 5 to 8 range for me. Somewhere in 14, 15, maybe 16 wins this year. Has to be the case. And anyone else before I start rambling?
Deja vu alert.
Yeah, nice one. Yep.
Sorry, it took me too long to figure out which vocal effect to use for that bit, which is why I didn't respond. Obviously, their away form hurt them last year.
Absolutely.
Don't have to be a statistician to figure out that they sucked away from home. They can't possibly do any worse than that away from home this year.
No. $3.60 to make the 8. Worth a shout.
Yeah, I would back that upward trend. They're going to be in there. I've got them top 8 for their first finals. Obviously, trades of note. Lukosius gone.
Yep.
Sad times.
Great, very talented, talented footballer, but according to some analysis I read on the internet, perhaps lacked the intensity needed, and allegedly, Dimmer was happy to see him go.
Yeah. Some may describe him as a jack of all trades, master of none sort of footballer.
And unfortunately, that's not what the Suns need.
Pardon the pun.
It was pretty good. It was a pretty good effort.
Thanks. Happy to see him go. Try and focus on a player who is more skilled at one position and can hold it down.
Say, for example,
a Daniel Rioli,
yeah,
sort of character, perhaps off halfback, and or a John Noble.
Low key halfback line looking.
The Suns have about 4 half-back lines. They have so many halfbacks.
Yeah.
And quality ones too. It's not making up numbers sort of halfbacks. They have many good players off halfback if they wanted to.
I've only written down 3, being Rioli, Noble, and Powell.
Yep.
But yes, you could easily take another 6 and throw them at it if you wanted to. I heard word that Sam Flanders is getting more midfield minutes.
He will do once he's over his back injury.
Yes.
Most likely.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Yeah. After, you got Charlie Ballard back there floating around at halfback, just taking intercept marks all day. Also very handy.
And then, dish it off to Rioli on one side, Powell on the other, and the ball will be 50 metres down the field in 2.5 seconds. Yeah, easy game.
Simples.
Absolutely.
Why do they hire
I've-
Dimmer? We could have done this.
At a fraction of the cost.
Now, I've got Ben King again for most goals. Career high 55 last year for 4th in the Coleman medal race. He started with 5 in opening round, but never kicked that many more in the season. Needs to play a bit harder. I don't know, as a full forward, a bit more solid in pack mark situations, but obviously a very, very good kick. In regards to Brownlow potential votes and/or impact players, Suns have a very good list, and you've seen it the past few years. Votes getting split amongst players. There's no real there's no Gary Ablett anymore. There's no 50 disposals, carry the whole team sort of stuff.
No.
But my tip is Matt Rao.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Contract season, showing the league what he's worth. Back under the tutelage of recently retired tackling machine Hugh Greenwood, returning to Carrara as an assistant development coach. My headline: expect Wreck-It Rao to be back in his bulletin best in the middle. We're just getting warmed up for the season here.
Hey, I also put down Matty Rao
Nice.
as my Brownlow tip.
In the cave.
Yep, deep in the cave here. My reasoning is purely numbers for contested footy and being a big high clearance man. And I think on average that'll poll better for Brownlow votes than raw disposals. Obviously he's a tackling machine as well, but man will go head first into any contest he can find. And winning also helps Brownlow numbers. So I think he's a genuine contender given that I've got the Suns winning more games than they did last year. So he could be
Choice.
top 5 Brownlow prospect potentially if the Suns do finish in the 8. Zachary?
Zachary, any thoughts?
Look, apart from really rooting for the Lions this year, Suns, I really do just want them to crack into finals, make that top 8. Finished in lucky number 13 last year. Just
This fucking guy.
just need to improve on winning the easy games, and but under Dimmer, I like where the club's going. They look hungry. They look they're ready to sort of take it up to the next level. But very keen to see how they go this year. Again, fingers crossed that they can just crack and get into 8th spot at least.
Pretty pleased.
Yep.
Um,
And just to quote something that Matt would probably say, the mighty Shan.
Very good.
I've got a bit of a analogy, perhaps, of why the Suns will do better. Just like a bodybuilder striving for time under tension for growth of their muscles, the Suns have had more time under Dimmer, hopefully allowing them to grow as a team.
Nice one.
It's very nice.
And I've been trying to find Sam Flanders' time in the 2K.
Rapid.
And I know it was rapid. I just can't find it anymore. It was quick though.
Keelan's like that scene out of SpongeBob. I need it.
Honestly, I think it was uploaded as a story. Unfortunately, I can't find it on the internet.
Cheeky.
Yeah. That might have been all I had for the Sun. There was more for the Sun. So,
look,
I doubled the Ben
Rioli's-
King.
Sorry, you go.
No, look, I was just gonna echo your Ben King statements. He's going to be top goal scorer. He did finish top 5 in the Coleman for a team that didn't make finals, so potential big contender there too. Genuinely, so we'll find out. And the home ground advantage is real. Is it the humidity? Who knows? Certainly not the fan factor.
Home ground advantage, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Only lost 2 home games all season, and that was when the wheels fell off at the end. Basically, that was the Lions, as they were heating up.
Sorry.
Around 20-ish, and then the D's when all hope was already gone. Anyway, so hoping to back that up, and then beating some of the dog shit teams on the road.
North Melbourne's and West Coast. Don't skip ahead.
Don't skip ahead. But that should be enough wins.
I reckon just bring Sean to every Suns game, because every time he's come, they've won either at the death, after the siren, or a minute to go.
This is true, actually.
Yeah, but think about the general heart health.
I would
That'd be fun.
For Suns to make finals. It's already happened anyway. It's tiny little pieces.
There's a little painting on Isaac's concrete floor. It's a weird symbol.
Yep.
Or he devoted the heart to something.
Good shout, Zach. We'll bring out Rally Sean for tight fourth quarters and wave him around.
Just keep him waiting outside the stadium just in case. And it's like, okay, now, bring him in now.
Looking for big improvements under Dimmer after a full year under him, and hopefully the team is a bit more set. Not trying to fit Lukosius in somewhere where he's not. And he, Dimmer gets one of his favourite players in Dan Rioli back under him. But also Mac Andrew. You got to keep an eye on the monster contract unicorn. You thought I was going to say monster, something else, something with a C word.
I definitely did.
Drifting around in the back line, just picking off interceptions like nobody's business, and then he might just sneak up in front of goals and kick a game winner. Who knows?
Time will tell.
I think he's an honourable mention for X Factor.
Oh yeah.
Along with the likes of Rioli, Powell, and Humphrey. Hopefully Humphrey can build on last season.
Mm-hmm.
My actual X factor is Leo Lombard, because he's starting from... In theory, we should have no expectations for him until I've just said that right now.
Yep.
And given him all the expectations. But yeah, so he's got the sky's the limit, and he's starting at 0. So we'll see how he goes. Half forward, I think, right?
Probably half forward.
Yeah.
Probably small pressure forward to start with, at least. And then
the Nick Watson role, the kick a few and kill everybody in his way.
Absolutely.
Except he's actually fucking a bulky dude.
Huge. His shoulders are very wide.
Yeah.
Very, very wide.
How many time going through doors?
He's got to do a fair few.
Yeah.
He's got the build of a rock climber.
And on Zach's note, do you reckon he has rotating doors in his house for ease of use? Or do you reckon he is just so used to turning on a 90-degree angle to enter his own home?
Yeah. It'd make it a lot easier.
Supposedly rotating doors on high traffic doors are actually better for the environment too, because of the seal. So for the air temperature, better energy savings. Legitimately.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd believe it.
And they're fun.
All the work. I think all the work buildings I've been in down in Canberra have rotating doors. Pretty sure. And these are big office buildings.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Not
Confirmed.
Like the sort of shitty airlock situation you find yourself in Brisbane with two sliding doors that don't quite work properly.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's what it is.
Easy come, easy go.
Mm-hmm. right.
Speaking of easy go, no, I don't think they'll drop out of the 8. But Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide. Ken's on the hot seat. I think they need to finish top 2 for him to have a job by the end of the season. But I don't think they're going to finish top 2.
No.
My prediction is a slide down to 9 to 12, somewhere in that region. Bold take.
I have them.
Koshi.
I have them much.
I'll give the odds. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry, that's on me. I noticed you didn't give the odds for the Suns either.
I did. Suns are 41-1 to win the flag.
What was that? It was really quick there.
41.
Yeah.
Worth a sprinkle.
No, I think you gave
them.
them. I think you just gave the odds for them being top 8 earlier because it was a nicer number.
360.
Yeah, much better.
Both
number.
good numbers. Port $18 to win the flag, so definitely outsiders sort of chance.
I've got them bottom of the 8 ish. Keep in mind, I did all these separately without considering where I put each team, and then had to go back and juggle because I realized, there is more than 6 teams in this league.
Yeah, likewise. Yep.
Yeah, so but I do also have them at the bottom of the 8. They have a dangerous midfield, but unsure where their improvements are going to come from besides player development.
Yes,
Very true.
They'll be without
Houston.
Without
gone.
Houston, who's gone. Without Todd Marshall, who's done his Achilles.
Oof.
Well, when did that happen? How long is he out?
Him up forward. But they'll obviously have Lukosius, who might come in and play second key forward or third key forward behind Georgiades and Charlie. But yeah, definitely interesting. A very, very good midfield, obviously.
Yeah.
Butters, Rosie, Horn, Francis.
I'm
backing Butters to be most impactful. He plays hard, but he was dealing with a rib injury in September, so kind of hard to play hard with broken ribs.
He did still play pretty hard in that Hawks game with bruised ribs or whatever it was. The fucking prick.
Horn Francis can be good, but I don't have the faith in him that he plays hard enough both directions.
He's good when he's good, but when he's shit,
more of the. Oh, I hate it, but like skillful, messy archetype in the way that does no, but like how everyone's like Messi looks like he's doing nothing.
That's because
Horn Francis doesn't look like he's doing nothing, but he's more towards that than Butters is.
Yeah. Okay.
Rosie should improve too. He had a shocking back half of last season where he was just throwing it on his boot rather than actually like kicking the ball to people like he can, because he's a very good player. He was just like bombing it as long as possible.
It's like watching kids in their first year at Auskick and they just absolutely throw the ball towards their boot to obviously think it's going to go further.
Yep.
It's just not.
As possible.
It's just not.
Yeah, they are tough for me though. I'm not convinced by their forward line, if I'm honest.
No, they will have Sam Powell-Pepper back from ACL, which is a pretty big in for their forward pressure and an actual dog out on the field.
A dog.
Plays with that bit of mongrel about him. So that's a big get back for them, but. Yeah, look, Georgiades is going to need to do a lot of heavy lifting. I've got him for most goals again.
Order that man a back brace.
I don't have the faith in Marshall and Toddy.
Especially not with an Achilles.
No. Well, yeah, I don't know when he's back. No. But that's not a fun one to come back from either. Doesn't matter which side it is. Either way, it's important rehab time.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, like you, I went into this and was like, oh shit, I've picked 4 of the first 6 teams to be in the top 8. So, or 5 of the first 6 teams to be in the top 8.
Yeah.
So we may have to, week of opening round, set our field from top to bottom, and that may need a bit of juggling from us.
Hey, and between now and then, there might be more news anyway. So
Very true. Zach, did you give a prediction on ladder position for Port? Sorry.
Well, what have I written here for Port? I hate them. I've always hated them. Fuck Port Adelaide. And fuck you, Koshi.
You had to write that down?
No, it's just to make sure that I knew in which order of where hate sort of came into that sentence.
That's a good point.
Yeah, nice one. He's technically got it written down, but that's because it's tattooed on his body.
Hated Port Adelaide since. Now, look, as you guys have pretty much touched on all of it. Like, yeah, very good team, dangerous midfield. I would say to Hinkley, maybe just have your bags half packed, just in case.
He should be living out of boxes. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like only have the essentials out, like maybe 2 polos.
Minimal in his office for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even have a desk. He's just sitting on the floor with his laptop. He's just going, yep, this will be fine.
Standing desk in the way that he is standing up, holding his laptop in one hand, typing in the other.
The closest to the door as he can be positioned. Just ready. Always wearing sneakers. Because the second that he's not performing well, he will be chased out of Port Adelaide with pitchforks and torches.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Now, home ground advantage, yes and no. Not really. You know, it's hard when you share a ground. But they do have the never tear us apart factor, which gets a crowd going.
They've got the fear factor of all their fans having like no teeth as well. Like that'd be pretty scary when you run out onto the ground.
Yeah, the flog factor, if you will.
Oh, perfectly put together.
Well said. Well said indeed.
Now, you said you needed to write it down so you can remember the order of hatred, but I've got a fun fact about the order of adjectives in English, if you'd like.
Nah, pass. Keep it going.
That's fine. Oh, I was fucked myself.
Again, as long as you're on camera.
Yeah, okay. That's all good.
I swear to God, if it freezes.
If anyone wants to hear any fun facts about the English language and the use and order of adjectives, just shoot me a message, and I'll make sure to include it in next week's episode when Zach's not fucking here to object. How's that?
Or easier, write to Keelan's home address at.
No.
Or if you'd rather write an email, simply forward it to.
No. STB. Storm in the beach at gmail.com.
Nah, not that one.
Without a G. Storm in the beach.
Yeah, no apostrophe. Can't do
Nah,
it.
they don't let you do apostrophes in email addresses. Yeah, they're a bit sticklers for that, pricks.
If anyone wants Keelan's personal email address so that he definitely gets your email,
it's
$50 a pop.
Zach is a loser at gmail.com.
No, that's my email, dude.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Damn, man. What a way.
See, by now the fans could have had a fun fact about the English language, but instead...
Go on, then.
Nah, it's all good.
Go on.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, well then don't fucking complain about it.
No, you
Zach,
choose what we're
colour
having for
would you
dinner.
like to be?
Oh.
Wait, what? I got something about what colour I would like to be, and then something
Yes.
from Isaac.
Yes, what colour would you like to be?
Oh.
What are the choices he gets?
Any
Seconded.
colour he wants.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And any hex code in the world.
6'9", very nice.
Yag Shemesh.
Would you like
Fuck,
a
this is
maroon?
good radio.
Just do the Triple J. Just
That's not a colour, dude.
no, but that's just to fill in time while I fucking decide, man. Come on.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. Thanks for listening to Triple J. That was Tones and I with the worst
God.
song you've probably ever listened
to. You got like a Midnight Purple or something, Isaac?
Midnight fucking Purple.
He said literally any color. Any color.
I'll give you a purple.
I'll take purple, even just regular purple. Wake Up Jeff and such.
Wake up, Jeff.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just putting you on the list for data inputs for the flip. I think we're all done with AFL footy, are we not, boys, for tonight?
Yep.
So yeah.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to discuss before we flip a coin?
Given that we've done football in it already, I'm pretty happy about it.
Did you guys want to touch on NBA?
Oh, how good are the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Mate, how bloody fantastic is it, eh?
How it puts into perspective how ridiculous the 73-9 Warriors were, given the Thunder are tremendous and have already lost more games than that this season, I believe.
Mate, it's look 73-9, nothing to be snuffed at, but 72-10 just has a better ring to it.
My bets immediately after Caruso being signed by the Thunder are looking incredible at this point.
Go on
the
then.
Odds
What you got
for the chip?
Nice.
From like 10 to 1 to 5 to 1 or $3 something to 1. And I think the Thunder are like $1 something to win the West Conference, and they were $5. So
tasty.
very, very, very happy with the way that they're playing at the moment.
Good stuff. I mean, Killen will be somewhat happy. Jimmy Butler's now at Golden State.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure what they're trying to
They won
achieve
today.
over there.
Yeah, he does make a good coffee, from what I've heard, inside the bubble.
True.
So yeah, they beat the Bulls.
Yeah.
That's kind of a gimme, ain't it?
Yeah, nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also the Warriors haven't been anything to write home about.
Good point.
We
Very
take
true.
progress, I think.
Yep, good point.
Um,
Good point.
One step forward.
Yeah, it's better than 2 steps back.
Exactly.
Dallas.
Yeah, big oof there.
Many steps back.
As I've been saying, the trade still doesn't make sense to me. I'm still trying to make sense of it.
The only way it makes sense is like the conspiracy theory route about the majority owner of the Mavericks, who also is big in casinos, basically doing it to sabotage and blackmail the city of Dallas into approving new arena / casino development.
I hadn't heard this. That's why.
So Mark Cuban sold his majority stake because he was the owner of the Mavs for the longest time.
Yeah.
And this lady, I don't know what her name is. Apologies to her, I guess. Now owns 73% of the Dallas Mavericks, and she wants to build a new arena in Dallas, but she's also a casino mogul and owns, I don't know, one of the big ones, hotel / casino in Vegas.
MGM.
No.
Caesars Palace.
The Sands, maybe, or something like that. Anyway, she wants to do a combo arena / casino, but the city of Dallas don't want that. And she was like, well, maybe I'll just move the team to Las Vegas and make them the Las Vegas Mavericks because they don't have an NBA team yet. And they were like, well, you can't do that because the team loves the Mavericks, right? They've been here forever.
Yeah.
Yada, yada. And she was like, well, maybe I'll just trade the poster child and best player of the Mavericks and see what the fans think about the team and may have, allegedly forced the GM into trading Luka away. So the Mavericks won't move now or won't move and will get their new stadium / casino built in Dallas.
I will say, though, by trading Luka, I think the Mavs have saved themselves $119 million.
$1 million.
Because the max contract extension that the Lakers can give Luka is 119 million less than what the Mavericks could have offered him. So I guess if they're trying to play the cap space game, but at the same time, franchise player, I don't know, face of the Mavericks, I don't know why you get rid of him, and then you get Anthony Davis for one game, and it's like, oh, sorry fellas, free trial's over. If you would like more Anthony Davis.
If you'd like to continue to listening to Anthony Davis ad-free.
Funnily enough, there is actually no injury-free option, though. I don't know how the man is running ads in real life, but yeah, legitimately, there is no Anthony Davis premium option where he's injury-free.
Same with Joel Embiid.
Yeah, what's it with really big dudes having really big, annoying joints and tendons and whatnot?
Crazy, who would have thought?
Yeah,
the only way you make it work is where you have the NBA season stop halfway through for a portion of months and then recommence when everyone's healthy.
Look, I wouldn't be ragging on Joel Embiid as much, but the man says, "Oh, I need surgeries and such," and yet he's doing handstands in practice. And
he doesn't need fucking hand surgery, does he?
No, but it's a long way to bring his legs back down after being up in a handstand.
Oh, no, good point. Yeah, impact injury from lowering the handstand.
Again, probably one of the greatest scam artists in the NBA.
Yeah, well.
So 50% sick leave, and he's still getting paid as if he was there full time. Who would have known?
Unbelievable.
Speaking of scam artists, anyone watched the new apple cider vinegar show?
What?
There's a show about apple cider vinegar?
Yeah, the chick that was like, I've got cancer, and then was like, oh no, apple cider vinegar cured all, don't worry.
Can't say I even heard of it, nah.
That's the summary. Oh, it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure she was Australian too. I'll watch it and report back.
Fair shake.
Look, I'm a boat. You know, like boats?
Boats.
Nice one. All right. Something that's just reminded me, we do have a AFL match this weekend, actually, on a Saturday. We've got
the All-Star match.
Indigenous All-Stars versus Fremantle, which will be very, very interesting.
Except the Fremantle's involved.
Yeah.
But if they had retro jerseys, though...
Good point, Zach.
That would get the crowds going.
Why aren't you working for Big Freo?
Don't know.
Self-respect?
Nah. I think moving to WA is probably the one big thing.
Oh, no, that's a good point. Who would do that?
Don't know.
Actually, I don't even know if...
yeah, exactly right.
Mr. Ultra's listening to this. So.
If he is, Matt, we miss you.
Yeah, please come back. Yep. Alternatively, we'll meet you halfway at the Nullarbor Links golf course.
What, this end or the other end?
I want to play hole 1 through 18, so maybe we'll start driving. Maddie will pick you up from Adelaide Airport. He's got the course advantage because he's played it once.
Fair enough.
We'd also have to all hit cash converters for new clubs before playing it as well. Unless you want to send your clubs into the dirt and the rocks.
Oh, I got a
very much don't want to.
Full. I got 2 bags full of old golf driving range clubs in my garage.
Perfect.
Yeah,
we're on.
Just money bags over here.
Plenty of irons in there too.
Good, because I can see an old iron snapping at the head when I'm hitting out of the rough that is just red dirt and rocks.
Yeah. I've got a big Z size 2 iron there actually. It's like extra long.
Oh.
It's like clubs in the bag and then the 2 irons like up here. Like an extra 6 inches on everything else.
Perfect club. Yo, not where it counts though, unfortunately. Yeah. But no, that would be perfect. Finally, a golf club that's actually made for me. That'd be awesome. Who would have thought?
You got to do everything with it. At least it's not, It's not a huge angle because it's a 2, so you could
Easy to
probably
putt
do
with.
everything with it. Yeah.
Oof. Chipping's going to be not so fun with that.
No, you just fucking lean back and get under it.
A lot of
Just
bump and
lean
running.
back. Lean back.
Just open the face.
Just hit a flop, dude. It's not that hard, bro.
Maybe
I'm gonna
need a
practice
5.
flop shots with it this weekend. See what happens.
Big flop shots.
Yeah.
That
I'll
extra
be
6
standing
inches
2
helps
meters
with
away
the
from
flop.
ball.
What?
All right.
All right.
Isaac, try the flop
Flops.
shot. Try the flop shot 10 times. If no good, take shot of fireball and then see what happens to your next 10 shots.
For science.
Yeah. I'll meet you halfway with limoncello.
I could do that. That would be tremendous on a golf course, actually.
Ooh. Bit
You
for
had an
ice.
opportunity.
Ice limoncello.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you getting ice from?
Clubhouse.
Yeah, can we have some ice for our fucking homemade limoncello, please?
Well, no, you don't say they got a homemade limoncello.
Hey guys, sorry. I understand that you're trying to make money both from the golf and the beers you sell us, but you don't have limoncello, so I think it would be in your best interest to provide us with some ice.
Sir, would you mind leaving without a fuss?
I'll fucking show you a fuss.
Storming in, empty limoncello bottle.
Storming the
Lemons.
back 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've done this one. A storm in the bunkers.
Storm the bunkers, sorry.
Yeah.
It's because after we finish the bottle of limoncello, that's where we'll be driving into, both with club and with cart.
Absolutely.
Sometimes at the same time.
It's efficient.
Ah, look, makes it go quicker.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we have 4 flips to catch up on.
Whoa.
Jesus whips.
So I've got 2, and then you two fellas have 1 each to select from. Now I'll just
So hear me out.
Yep, go on.
I've had a bit of a paradigm shift.
Right. I feel like the screen share is
I've been playing the Pokemon card game. Both of them, actually, on my phone. And I've come to the horrible realization that my default flip on those games is Tails.
Ooh.
Now,
curious indeed.
I don't know if that means I've been lying to myself this whole time when I've been picking heads.
Perhaps.
But I think this week I'm gonna ask for a tails, please.
Okay. So as the order goes, I believe it is. Yep. It'll be myself top left, Keelan, you are top right, Zach, you are bottom left, and I am bottom right.
Alrighty.
Is Zach flipping for himself, or is he flipping for Matt?
Depends on the outcome. I'll let you know shortly.
Because if Zach is flipping for himself, he should be the last one, the most recent one.
Well, that throws the order out, though.
Yeah, well, Matt doesn't exist. So
Well, he does, just not in this paradigm.
Doesn't exist. So we give Matt a flip, and then Zach gets a guest flip. We need to set a precedent now. Otherwise, Zach is just coming in and...
I would like for Zach to have Matt's flip from last episode, because
I don't like it.
Missing so far.
I don't like it.
This is like Matt getting demoted and me being promoted. It just feels wrong.
If we have a guest on, I think they should get the flip, the current flip, and then we resume the order the next week. You feel?
That's
what do you
fine.
reckon?
I'll bump it down to 3.
Oh, okay, but then we're behind.
And then Matt's flip will just be nothing forever till he comes back, I suppose.
Yeah.
That keeps us at the right amount of episodes then.
That does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because we left them for the last ones, do we? Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely. All right, let's do that.
So it would be myself, top left, Keelan, top right, Zach, bottom.
Hell yeah.
It's dick and balls, isn't it?
Nice. All right. Ready?
Not quite.
Heads.
Tails.
Oh, tough luck, fellas.
At least I'm not alone. I've got someone in the canoe with me.
Dude, I flip heads every fucking week on this podcast for what, 3 years at this fucking point. I say tails one time, dude.
Yeah, I got a win with tails. Keelan got a loss with tails. And Big Z had a loss with heads.
It's all right.
It is what it is.
Had a win this evening by being on the podcast. That's the main
Oh,
thing.
fuck off with your wholesome bullshit.
Very good. Now I'll have to do some tweaks to the spreadsheet in the back end to get Zachy into the table. But I am 26 and 16. Keelan, you are 500, 21 and 21. Matt's 21 and 22, and Zachy, you are 0 and 1.
It's just like starting every COD game. Die very quick, and then it's only up from here, they say.
Like the hit Tom Cruise film, Live, Die, Repeat.
Yuck.
Yeah. Hey, it's a good film. Edge of Tomorrow, the title they went with, of course.
It's a bit of an edgy title.
Nice one. Is that a better title?
No, it was just more focus groupy, I think.
Given the context of the movie, does that make do they drop an Edge of Tomorrow line in there?
No, I think it's just that they're always on the edge of tomorrow. But then they get reset because it's Groundhog Day-esque.
Yeah.
Man, must have been a shit focus group for them to come up with that title.
Well, the focus group doesn't come up with the title generally. The focus group would get told a bunch of probably a bunch of good and shitty titles. And then it's just so happened that they chose the shitty one, probably.
The less shitty one.
The lesser of two evils.
Live, Die, Repeat would have been horrendous.
Nah, it tells you what's going to happen.
Can you imagine, though? Tom Cruise this summer. Live, Die, Repeat.
2 tickets to Live, Die, Repeat, please.
Do you want to know the name of the original novel?
Go on then.
All right.
All You Need Is Kill.
Jesus. That's worse than Live, Die, Repeat.
That is worse than Live, Die, Repeat.
That is horrendous.
Yeah. Live, Die, Repeat, I think is top tier.
Yep.
Compared to that, yeah.
No, just in general. Anyway.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you, Zach, for joining us this evening.
Thank you guys for having me. Very much appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Just remember not to disconnect immediately after this ends because it needs to upload.
Oh, bro, I'm not touching anything until someone says.
Stop telling them how the sausage is made.
We have a chance here for someone to say a completely new goodbye we've never had before as well. So I don't want to excite the listeners too much, but
see you next week.
Cheerio.
Arrivederci.